tutorial, and in this makeup tutorial we are using all Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows. So in this look I wanted to use quite a few of her products, quite a few, yeah. We use majority of her products, meaning that I used the Makeup by Mario palette. I also dabbled into the Maroon Renaissance palette, and I also dabbled into the Self-Made palette. So the three of her latest palettes I've kind of pulled colors from to create this fall color scheme. And the main reason behind this look was because of my hair. This was a red wig. It was a little bit more red, and I made it a little bit more of like a violet plum with still some red undertones. So I really kind of pulled this look out of from my hair. And then I have this really pretty top that is just screaming fall, and it just has that kind of berry and that blush color in it, so I really wanted to pull out of there. Plus the leaves are changing, so this is just like the transition into fall, although it's already fall, you know what I mean. Nonetheless, I still hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Don't be stingy with your subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Bye.
Guys, I'm starting off this look by priming my lids with my MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and then I'm going to go into the Makeup or Master Palette by Mario, and I'm taking the shade Isabel, and I'm taking that on a pink martini big fluffy brush. I love this brush set. This is their pink Bellinis, or no, their pink martini brush set. I will have a link down below, but I'm just applying that as a transition shade. Then I'm going into the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm taking red ochre, and I'm taking that on a it's sort of like an E25 blending brush, but it's by the Pretty Bar. It's once again the pink martini brush, and I'm applying this red color into the crease as a transition shade, and then I just continue to really build up this red because I wanted this to kind of peek through the maroon that we're going to go in with a little bit later, so I just continued to build that up. And then I went back in with my previous brush just to blend Isabel with red ochre. Next I go into Metallic Plum, and I'm taking that out of the Self-Made palette, and I am putting this into the crease with an E25 by Sigma, and this is a more firm one. They have a more fluffier one, and then they have one that's more firm and more dense, so I'm applying this right into the crease, and it does kind of have like a metallic sheen, but since we're cutting the crease it doesn't really matter because you won't really see it. And then I go back in with that pink martini brush, and I just apply a little bit more red ochre, and I kind of go back and forth between the two and really make sure it's really blended and blown out, and you can still kind of see the red, but you still have the depth of the metallic shade. So next I take this City Color Cosmetics kind of like a mousse shadow, and it's in the shade Rose Gold, and I take that with a Sigma, what brush is this? A Sigma F70 concealer brush, and I use this to carve out and cut out my crease. And then the reason I'm doing this is so that the shadow that we put on our lid goes on a little bit more foiled looking. The shadow we're going on with is the Pink Champagne shade by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it is gorgeous, you guys. It is one of my favorite shadows that she came out with. It is just hands down so beautiful, and I'm applying that with a MAC 242 brush, and I just really make sure I apply this and really carve out that crease. And also at some point I pull my eye taut so that way the lid surface is really, extended and it's pressed up against my eyeball, so it goes on a little bit more foiled. And then I take the ABH cream color in the shade Jet, which is just a black gel eyeliner. I personally like to apply Duraline because it makes the liner a little bit easier to work with, and I'm using a Sigma E06 winged liner brush, which is really easy to apply winged liner with. So for foundation, I go in with the Lancôme Teint Idol Ultra Makeup Foundation Stick, and I forget the shade, but I'll have it down below. And then I also go in with ABH's Contour Stick or Foundation Stick in Koko. And the reason I mixed the two is because I felt like the ABH one was a little bit too warm, so I was using the Lancôme one to kind of like balance it because it's a little bit more of yellow base, and the ABH one is a little bit more like red orange base. So I figured that if I kind of mixed the two, it would go on a little bit better, but I still looked a little more red / warm than I would. Anyways, I go in and conceal with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I put this underneath of my eyes, the chin, the cupid's bow, the nose, and also the forehead, all the areas where I want to highlight, and then I go ahead and blend that out with the Beauty Blender. And I also go ahead and set my concealer with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I mainly bake my nose area, and I just press it into the skin underneath of my eyes. I don't bake all of my face anymore because I feel like it leaves a cast, like a kind of like a powdery cast. So I just press it into the skin with the Beauty Blender. And then lately I've been loving this Becca multitasking powder. It is in the shade Deep Bronze. If you guys can afford it, because it is about $34, $36, please go out and get it. You will thank me later. It is the best contouring powder you will ever use. And I'm using that with the Pretty Bars Peach Bellini set, and also the foundation brush was also the Pretty Bars. Next, I'm going into a Sacha Cosmetics blush, and it's in the shade Barely Plum, and I'm putting that on my cheeks with the same Peach Bellini brush set. It's a blush brush, and it's like really, really awesome. And then I go in with the ABH illuminator in the shade So Hollywood, and I apply this onto my cheekbones. As I mentioned to you guys, this was going to be an Anastasia Beverly Hills filled video with, you know, with some assisting cast members. So I apply that to my cheekbone, my cupid's bow, my forehead, and I also go ahead and do my nose later. So I usually wait to do my nose last after I let it bake, and that right now I'm contouring with the Sigma E39 Buff and Blend shadow brush, and then I take I think it's like a crown brush, it's like a inner corner brush or something, and I use that to highlight the bridge and the tip of my nose. So I line my lips with my Jordana lip liner in the shade Cabernet, and then I apply Anastasia Beverly Hills Sad Girl liquid lipstick to my lips, and this liquid lipstick has kind of like a sheen. It has like glitter reflects in it once it dries. It is stunning. It's definitely my favorite fall lipstick this fall. So that is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Bye.